Previously on the O.M.E.N podcast.
If we close off enough pipes, then other pipes will have nowhere else to go.
Koala is just headbutting these pipes.
Look, Annabelle, it's something you can pistol whip without being reported by HR.
You want to go deeper into the sewer?
Yeah, I feel like we're down here. We may as well look for the vampire hive, right?
Koala's my best friend, co-captain.
We're co-captains of the good ship Frienderprise.
Here's the vampire hive.
Holy wow. I don't want to kill these things. I want to take them in for questioning.
Okay, that's definitely what happens with vampires.
Yeah, good. Then we're in agreement.
I'll let you know right now, they don't respond to you saying hello.
Henry the Vampire Soldier comes barreling down the tunnels towards you. You summon a tentacle from the void. A giant purple energy tentacle grasps the soldier.
Yep, magic per usual. Classic Lucas magic.
The soldier rears back. It fires a ball of gross green acid from its mouth.
Pick up my skin. My skin's falling off. Dodo, I just want to say you're my best friend.
You're my best friend! I rolled an 11! This probably isn't enough!
And Lucas dissolves on the floor.
What will happen next? Let's find out in this episode of O.M.E.N.
You are inside a large chamber, and the chamber is filled with corpses, and at the back of the room, there appears to be a roller coaster.
Oh, okay, so we're in the sewers, there's a pile of corpses, and there's a roller coaster.
Well, you're not in the sewers, you're in the mine shafts beneath.
Right.
And we're still surrounded by, like, the goo of a doll, right?
No, so you picked up Lucas and you've put him in a plastic bag.
Okay.
We're kind of in the middle of combat, aren't we?
We are. So, the vampire soldier is in front of you guys, and it's pulling back and forth against the void tentacle that's holding it down. You guys are in this big chamber inside the vampire hive. It's filled with corpses, and at the back of the room, there appears to be a roller coaster that's sat in a station.
Is the roller coaster intact? Is it in a loop, or is it kind of off the rails? What's happening with this roller coaster?
Is the roller coaster minecart themed?
It is not minecart themed. In fact, you can see that it's actually sort of alligator themed. Yeah.
Please tell us more about this roller coaster, like what Koala asked about.
So it's not off the rails. It's actually like perfectly in station. It looks like it's fully operational. Between you and it is this big pile of corpses that are sort of piled up in the center of the room.
Does it look like the giant, surprisingly compelling roller coaster is the cause of all of the dead corpses? Is this like a Theme Park Tycoon 2 death coaster?
Well, when you say Theme Park Tycoon, I mean, you do know that when you were in Gumbo Land, that the theme park has a large roller coaster in it called the Gator.
Oh!
Yeah. Wait, that wasn't there when we were there?
So the roller coaster was there, but you guys didn't get to it because it was behind that big force field.
Right.
And it looks like there is a station down here in Mineshaft C inside the vampire hive.
Okay.
I'm really confused. Wait, who builds?
I think it's a doppelganger.
Maybe we should kill...
And we should kill the roller coaster, yes.
That's not what I was saying.
Can we kill the vampire soldier first before he escapes and murders us?
Yeah, let's kill the vampire and then just go get on the roller coaster and see what happens.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to take on the vampire soldier?
I think, here's the thing, it's also being held by a void tentacle.
Yeah, all you have to do is have Annabelle go up with her gun and like put it to its temple and pull the trigger.
You don't know what its temple is. It might have multiple temples.
It looks... Wait, does it have more than one head?
No, I mean, it's not really...
Please, okay, describe in full detail what this vampire soldier looks like so I can picture it in my mind's eye.
Okay, so it is like... It's half centipede. It's like if a centipede and a horse had a baby, and the baby was the size of a truck.
Okay.
That didn't help me at all, actually.
How are we
I don't
back
think.
to Sleipnir again? Sleipnir.
We've talked about Sleipnir before, definitely. But in
Sleipnir?
a different context.
What?
Sleipnir was...
Loki's baby.
Yeah, Loki's
Oh.
baby. It's an 8-legged horse because Loki fucked another god when that god was a horse.
No.
No?
Loki was fucked by. He was on the receiving end. That's the important part.
You're right. Loki gave birth to the horse. You're right.
Loki gave birth.
Loki got fucked by another god while Loki was disguised as a horse.
I'm now thinking of Tom Hiddleston in Labour, and it's kind of scary.
Tom Hiddleston as a horse in Labour, specifically.
Jesus.
We're not here to kink shame.
This is not that. This is more insectoid than a horse. It's big. It's got multiple legs. It's got massive fangs that are dripping with this poisonous acid that has been recently thrown up all over Lucas.
You know what? I'm considerably more scared of that creature this episode than I was last.
It's probably because I've actually described it this time round properly.
Yeah.
Last time you're just like, it's big, and then we were like, okay.
I was like imagining, I don't know, like a big monster from Doom or something.
I was imagining a slug.
What?
Oh, I was thinking like a big gargoyle gorilla sort of thing.
Did you ever play Half-Life 2?
Yeah.
Do you remember the Antlion guards?
Yeah.
Like that.
I'm going on the roller coaster now.
Okay.
So here's the thing: is the void tentacle also a problem?
It might be, but chances are that it will sort of fizzle out because without Lucas there to sustain it, it's probably going to get pulled back to its original domain.
Could we pour Lucas on the tentacle to make it last longer?
No.
You aren't taking Lucas away from me.
Okay.
I've been jiggling the bag for the past few minutes, just whispering like, Lucas, is you okay? You okay, mate?
There's like 2 eyeballs in it looking at you.
Okay.
Could you put that away? It's terrifying. Thank you.
I just tuck it in the bag. I'm gonna look at my inventory and see what I can do to avenge Lucas, because vengeance is still on my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Did the tiny model of my house get evaporated or liquefied too, by the way?
I would say that in the puddle that was Lucas, there was the tiny model house.
Yes. Back in my inventory.
I'm not gonna get you that model though until we have all bits of Lucas extracted from it. No bits of Lucas left behind. I don't want any problems if we try to resurrect him later. But for right now, I've got this passive aggressive parasol, and I kind of want this giant fang teeth Loki birth horse centipede orgy abomination to feel really depressed while it gets pounded by a tentacle.
Please rephrase.
Wait, I got a picture of the vampire queen. Could we guilt it with a picture of its mama?
Oh! You take the picture, I'll take the parasol, and we hold them at the same time. You want to do a combo move?
Yeah.
Have we ever looked at the vampire queen picture ourselves?
You have, yes.
And what does it look like?
It looks like a big 6-legged creature with a massive abdomen and huge wings.
Aha! But how could it look like anything if it's a picture?
What?
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 Because vampires aren't supposed to show up in pictures.
Not in this universe, they do.
I mean, vampires also aren't supposed to look like giant bug things. But here we are, stretching the word vampire really, really thin.
I like this version of vampires more, to be fair.
Okay, then let's depress the monster. Activate parasol.
Whip out photo.
Roll for focus, both of you.
I have 16 focus.
I got 10. I show him the picture of his mama, and he starts to remember that he hasn't written her in so long, and that he's wasting his time fighting us.
He doesn't even have hands to write her.
I don't even know if it's got eyes, but it's crying, and it's not crying where it ought to be crying from. It's just crying out the little the little plate
Orifices.
orifice. It's crying all over its body. It just.
Is it crying acid?
No. Please no.
Don't make it dissolve the tentacle.
Tears, presumably?
But what else would be inside a vampire horse?
I gotta be honest, the only thing I thought of was ranch dressing, and that's not okay.
Ranch dressing. Okay.
Okay.
Can it do that?
It's crying ranch dressing because it's in Louisiana.
Oh.
It's a Louisiana vampire. It's filled with ranch dressing.
Ugh.
I don't feel so good.
That's worse than the milk blood from Alien.
It's like the milk blood from Alien. Okay, it starts to leak this weird milk blood, and it starts to give up on life, and the void tentacle basically starts to pull it down into the hole beneath it, towards its dimension.
Towards, say, the void?
Towards the void, and it pulls the vampire soldier down into the void, and it consumes it, and then the void hole collapses in on itself.
So now it's just us in the roller coaster. Cool.
It's now you guys in the roller coaster.
Well, and the bodies.
I'm just gonna say, good job, guys, honestly.
I always knew that I was destined to make someone cry ranch dressing. I just didn't know it would happen now.
Yeah, no, I mean, I knew I was gonna see strange things in this job, and I thought it would be ghosts, not a giant horse centipede crying ranch dressing, but here we are.
Okay, do you guys want to go on the roller coaster?
I want to search the bodies.
I don't want to sit in the roller coaster. I want to walk along the roller coaster,
So
or at least like check the like front and back and like along the track and see what's on there. Because I'm not like getting in a potentially haunted roller coaster in a fucking mine shaft without at least checking if it's safe.
Okay, can you please roll for observation? And also, Koala, what do you want to look for whilst Dr. Martin is searching the safety of the roller coaster?
I'm looking for clues. I'm looking for evidence. I haven't... Like, when I see a pile of bodies, my eyes kind of glaze over. I've seen this before, but I want to, like, focus in right now and pay attention to see, okay, how'd these bodies show up here? Were they happy when they died? Were they sad? What is the method through which they were dispatched aside from vampires existing?
Okay, so I'm going to say that... So you rolled a 9, didn't you, Andreas?
Yes, I did roll a 9.
Okay, so you look up and down the track, and it seems like it could be operational. It doesn't look like there's any sort of major problems with it.
It's not powered, right?
No, it's fully powered.
This town is weird. Oh, it's haunted, right, of course.
Koala, you go over to the bodies, and you look down, and you, using your innate tracker senses, your, like, Australian bushman skills, you notice that these people have been completely desiccated. They are fully drained of all blood.
Are they drained of their souls?
So this is the thing. So their eyes are blacked out. And you've seen something very similar to this when you clobbered Edmund Black round the head and he fell into the vat of the red liquid.
These people got high on the happy red juice.
No, but didn't they say, like, this is where they tracked the Vampire Queen here, and they thought that this is where they were making the liquid or something?
You are correct.
Yeah, exactly. It's been a while, but I remember that much.
Koala, you also notice that it looks like these people were dragged off of the platform where the roller coaster is and dragged down to where the pile is. And as you remember from the last session, the workers were carrying these people from here to another chamber and then back here once they become desiccated.
Bold of you to assume that I remember the last session.
Yeah.
Knowing that we're operating on Southern rules and seeing that my friend Andreas is getting real close to hopping on this haunted roller coaster, I need to do the Southern thing to test whether or not this is a safe object.
Okay.
I'm just going to give it a light kick.
Okay.
Gonna give it a light kick to test whether or not it is safe.
Roll for luck.
I got a Southern skill of 12.
You kick the roller coaster, and it makes a loud dinging sound from the metal. And that's all that happens for now.
Okay, so, I mean, okay, looking at the scene, is the reason the population of Phantom is 103 now is because they were using Gumboland as a way to pull in people and have them ride the roller coaster into the mines to become vampire juice.
Ooh, you might be onto something there.
I'm so confused.
So, do you guys want to ride the roller coaster?
Yes.
You said there was another chamber. Is it nearby?
I wouldn't say so, no.
I also don't want to go in the direction of more centipede horses.
Yeah.
Remember that this is a healthy vampire hive, so there's going to be quite a few of them, and there's also all the vampire drones and God knows what else down here.
Let's get on the roller coaster. I heard it was a healthy ding. It's in full maturity. It is safe to get on this.
It is a healthy ding. In fact, it's so much of a healthy ding that some things from down below heard it. And you can now hear skittering coming from the entrance to this chamber.
It's time to get in. I'm getting in.
I get in too.
Hello, it's me, Sean Oxspring, Dungeon Master and Fancy Lad. Don't think I can keep up that fake British accent for much longer. No, it's me, the person playing Dr. Martin in the episode that you're listening to, which, by the way, I hope you're enjoying yourself. I'm just here doing a cool mid-episode break, covering for Sean, because I hear variety is the spice of life. I disagree. Personally, I think it's MSG, but, you know, that's how the saying goes. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying the episode. We've had a lot of fun making it. We're not going to stay in Louisiana much longer. We are moving on to greener pastures? We're moving on. Let's just say we're moving on soon to exploring the rest of the world, perhaps. Here's a promo swap that we are doing with another cool podcast that you should also definitely be listening to. It's called Dice Out Now Game. It's a 5e role-playing podcast. Here it is.
My name is Chicha. I'll be your DM for tonight.
Hi, I'm Cara. I'm playing Deck Club.
Hi, I'm Richard. I am playing Dawn.
My name is Dia. I play Kasni.
My name is Jan and I'm playing Darren.
Declan's just sitting there watching all of this happen.
You'd have to be blind not to notice him, and even then you'd probably hear him.
He's dirty in a sexy way.
He is wearing something akin to a toga at the moment.
No, I'm very unusual.
I swipe the electrum.
Of course.
As I do.
As you do.
Have you ever seen bacon before?
Kasni just raises an eyebrow.
How many children did I just orphan?
Love and charm.
Those weren't the words I was going to use.
I spent a long time in the mountains.
What is this? Some kind of small city?
You guys are rolling so poorly. He's pointedly not looking at Dawn, but he kind of is.
Do they have that in your Backwoods City?
I grab it, sweep a bow, and kiss it.
Hello, generic super name number 4.
It's at times like these that I'm glad I no longer have the ability to play the flute.
And I sort of look at what I'm wearing, wonder if I can give it up or not.
This state is not going well.
The fan fiction writes itself. Tomorrow's the wedding. I hope you're all excited. Dice out. Now. Game.
Shout out to Eve from Brits on Bikes for getting us a screenshot of when we hit 666 downloads. No, wait, 6,666 downloads. That's only, 10 times as much. Thank you to Robert, aka @Stobert on Twitter, for the just incredible fan art they have been doing of Greg the Gargoyle. And thank you so much for listening to the episode. This show would be absolutely nothing without our listeners. And it's been really fun to see just everyone's reactions to the show and seeing everyone just enjoy themselves, I guess. All the fan art has been amazing, and I don't know, we love you. You're great. If you like what you're hearing, please do tell your friends. Tweet about it, Facebook it, Snapchat it, MySpace it, etc., etc. And if you do tweet using the hashtag OMENcast or @OMENcast, which is our Twitter account, Sean, which is not me, might use your name for a character. Some examples are Olivia White as Sheriff White, or Ben Bruce as Dr. Bruce, or I think Becky Toothill for Toot Hill Farms back in the Halloween episode. But that's enough for me. I'm going to let you get back to the show. I hope you're excited to see what happens when we get on this ridiculous mine shaft located underground roller coaster, which is a weird setup, right? Okay, have fun.
I want to ride on the back. So what I mean by that is I'm gonna not sit in a seat, but I want to either for the front or the back of the car, wherever you are all more comfortable. I want to grab on and sort of hang off the side.
This is not the time for stuntman antics.
Well, it's just in case of danger, right? It had the healthy southern ding, but can you trust the healthy southern ding? I don't know, I'm from Australia, as you can clearly tell from my voice, which is authentic.
I'm going to say, so a little bit of roller coaster trivia for you guys, but the back of the roller coaster is always the best place for the most airtime.
Yeah.
But this roller coaster will be traveling backwards because it's in the station and the roller coaster seems to go backwards out of here. So the best airtime will be at the front if you want a thrilling experience.
I sit at the back then. Thank you very much.
I hang off the back and I wink at Martin.
Where are you going to go, Annabelle?
I'll just sit in the front.
Yeah.
You realize that if you're if you're hanging off the back, Koala, you're hanging on the front.
Yes, I realize that now.
Okay, just making sure.
The roller coaster kicks into gear.
Oh god, this isn't the right direction. Okay.
It starts to move from the station, and from below, the skittering starts to get louder, and you gaze upon what appears to be like a procession of vampire drones.
Hey Siri, define procession.
Procession is like, I don't know what is it?
You have to say it more polite and less like the British god asshole.
Procession?
Oh, procession? It's like a
yeah.
So it's like a wedding group?
Like a little parade.
Yeah, a little parade.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I get it. This is a gap in my knowledge, being that I'm Swedish. Go on.
No, it's just his bad accent.
Sorry about that. This procession comes into the room, and in the procession there are a bunch of different weird-looking insect-like creatures.
To describe them, just tell us what insect had sex with what. Just get it over with.
Okay, so the first one is an insect that had sex with a lion, and the next one is an insect that had sex with a pigeon.
I saw a movie where the scorpion had sex with the rock once.
Yes, there's one of those as well. There's definitely one that kind of looks a little bit like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, but with a scorpion and really bad CGI. And towards the back of this procession, you see a bunch of more humanoid-looking vampires. Their lower halves are horrific insect-like bodies with big red abdomens filled with blood. And on top, they are wearing very fancy outfits from different ages across time. You see one of them wearing like a big frilly neck brace. There's a bunch of them wearing what looks like Elizabethan outfits. And at the back, you see the Vampire Queen.
Oh, shit.
And the Vampire Queen is there in all of her resplendence. She is an enormous scarab-like beast with giant segmented head, gnashing mandibles at the back, and she's got a huge abdomen that's sort of pulsing with eggs inside it, and it's absolutely horrible. And she looks towards you guys and goes,
"There are intruders in the hive. Devour them, children. Bring me their corpses, so I may feast on their flesh."
And the rest of the swarm starts to fly up as the roller coaster departs through the cave.
We're going upwards, right?
Yes, you're going upwards.
I currently have what seems to be a pair of dead arms in my inventory. I want to throw that out as bait to try to get them off our trail as we start to go up.
Okay, roll for luck.
17.
Okay, 17. So I'm going to say that the first couple of drones that fly towards you guys, you throw some arms at them, and the arms lodge themselves in their mouths, and they land on the floor to devour them. And the roller coaster starts to pick up speed out of the caves, and you find yourselves battering back and forth as you see in front of you.
Wait, sorry, are we still going up? Because I have a thing I want to do.
You are going up, and you're going backwards, and in front of you can see several hundred of these insects coming towards you.
The front meaning our back, or the back meaning our front?
Pardon?
It's very confusing.
Okay, so imagine you're inside the roller coaster.
Don't tell us to imagine anything. Just tell are we moving back or front?
So the roller coaster is moving backwards.
Yes.
And you are at the back.
Yes.
So that is your front, but you are facing towards the front, so therefore it's going backwards.
So we can't see anything in the direction that we're moving, but we can see everything chasing us.
Yes, exactly. Bang on.
Jesus Christ, Koala, just get in the roller coaster already. We're all gonna die.
O.M.E.N podcast is powered by Ellipsis RPG, the accessible donationware rule set. Now available on itch.io. If you like what you're hearing, please rate us on iTunes or wherever you get your podcast. You can tweet to us at the hashtag OMENcast, that's O-M-E-N cast, and who knows, you might get a special mention in one of the episodes from us. Thank you for listening, and remember, stay vigilant. You never know what's out there.